This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah!
With No Gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel!
And David Double D Dykstra.
And welcome in, everybody, to BK Dub, BK Dub, BK Dub. No Gimmicks Nick Johnston. To my right, it's Frank.
Frank,
Frank the Tank, baby.
Yeah, call to the pen, dude.
Yes.
Let's go.
This is definitely a Brewers game for sure.
Definitely, yeah.
I got a bullpen game going on.
I'm the Ashby right now.
Well, you're not going to be giving up as many runs as he has, for sure.
That's for sure.
Well, we got tons to get into today. Exactly right. Double D, our guy, David, taking a break. And as well as Scotty taking a break as well. He's over in ISU.
Partying.
Definitely. No, he's studying.
Yeah, he's studying.
Now, in that case, we got our boy Andrew back there on the ones and twos. Thank you, very cool. Thank you, very cool. Not only just going to have him here for that, obviously X-Bomb Sports right after.
Yeah, right after. Yeah.
And then we're going to go for a little bit for blow to whistle today, too. How about that?
Let's do it. Yeah.
A little triple threat action.
Triple threat.
From all of us. But we got tons to get into today. We got WrestleDream to preview. We have, anything and everything about Andrade.
There's a weird thing going on.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a year, if it's 90 days. We'll figure that out. We got Crown Jewel to somewhat recap. We got Bound for Glory to somewhat recap. And, well, I guess, the AI overlords are calling, so that one just broke about an hour ago. We'll get our some quick thoughts on that. And, of course, we'll wrap it up with our best of the week. So if you're ready.
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
There we go. Let's hop on in. Let's get this done. Full card for WrestleDream preview. Let's go ahead and hop on into that. I'm seeing 8 matches up on the board. And with, let's see, the Saturday Tailgate Brawl, which I'm kind of liking that.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
A little bit of hockey action over in the old Arch because they're in St. Louis. Overall thoughts, because I saw a post and I somewhat agree where, when AEW just only had 4 pay-per-views, it just felt a little bit more special. Do you feel like it's become oversaturated with now, I believe, 8 pay-per-views for AEW?
I don't know. It's
just overall pay-per-views in general for both.
I guess 8 is a lot. Four, keeping it at 4, you could build storylines in between. In the 2-month, 4-month span, like if they split it into 4. So, it takes away from the storylines, too, but I think, whatever, 8, they put on good matches either way, so, it doesn't really matter.
The match quality is always there, as we always point out for AEW, of course, but, yeah, it could give you a little bit more of the storytelling that could add to it. It's just that need, that want, that overall urge, that's what kind of builds up and what doesn't as of right now, because I got to agree. I feel like, just like, oh, man, we just had, what was the last pay-per-view we just had? It was not Full Gear, but...
yeah.
I know, exactly right. We can't even remember. All out, all in. Well, you're in something.
It was something, yeah. It was
exactly.
Something, yeah.
So it's tough when they're flying around.
Yeah.
But here we go. Let's get into it. Like I said, I'm not going to deep dive onto all these. Of course, there's, like I said, the tailgate consisting of Penelope Ford, Megan Bayne versus Willow Nightingale, and Harley Cameron.
All right,
again, kind of like it's been fun. I'm surprised that they just haven't been. Megan Bayne's been on these openers, these pre-shows. Maybe just hasn't enough juice into the main storytelling just yet. But again, I like what they're kind of building up with her and then FTR, which is one of the other tailgate matches. You got FTR taking on Jet Speed. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fantastic.
It's gonna be great. And I'm surprised it's on 0. I don't know why it's on 0.
For the sake of this, there's just no real build up between these two. So it's fun to just get them in there, have a match, and let's have some fun. Speaking of Eddie Kingston and Hook, just in action, so probably going to throw up some jobbers or some ROH guys next to him. Yeah. That's okay. Again, slowly build up Eddie Kingston, and I don't mind, and I like this pairing between him and Hook. So.
It's the same kind of style of wrestling too. Like it's like more just hard, gritty style, and then just punching and stuff. Yeah, just
big strikers, big hits, hard hitting action right there.
Exactly.
And then of course the conglomeration and Roderick Strong, of course Ishii. Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong taking on the Death Riders, consisting of Daniel Garcia, Pac, Wheeler Yuta, and Claudio Castagnoli. Yeah. Again, one of those things where probably, somewhat whatever storyline's kind of bleeding over between them and Darby might get involved in here. Or we can all see these chuckleheads come when we talk about the I Quit match.
Yeah, Joe's retiring after his AEW contract. Right?
Yeah. So that was pretty interesting to throw in there as well. Yeah, right before, just kind of throwing it around. It's everyone's retiring. Everyone's
It's a shame,
upset.
yeah.
AJ Styles on the verge. Obviously,
Yeah,
John Cena doing his
Cena.
retirement tour. But yeah, according to a couple sources saying that Samoa Joe saying he's going to retire once this AEW contract has expired.
End of an era, dude. It's gonna
Yeah,
be end of an era.
absolutely.
Yes, it's gonna be
Absolutely.
end of an era, yes,
I
sir.
mean, obviously good for him in the just having that mindset. Clearly, he's getting some acting bookings, so not a
that's
problem
awesome.
there.
That's pretty
So
cool,
yeah,
yeah,
obviously he's in.
That's what half these guys do. Go to Hollywood.
Yeah,
It's
it's in
perfect for it,
Twisted
yeah.
Metal, and that's been
perfect,
picking
yeah.
up and doing pretty well. So. Oh,
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
I know
It
it's
is.
it's
Edge has got to be
painful.
up soon, and then him and Christian guy. I mean, it's all those guys just going Randy. Yeah, it's I don't know.
I know.
Sad. It's a
It'll
shame.
be
It's a shame. It's a shame.
absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and get into the main card because exactly that main eventing will be eventually Samoa Joe and Hangman. But we'll get to that in just a second. Kind of run through these from top to bottom. No particular crazy order, but I got the Tornado Trios match between the Demand, which is of course the Gates of Agony, and then Ricochet, and then of course Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, and MVP, the Hurt Syndicate, taking on one another in this, which they had a pretty fun little fight on Dynamite, the 6th-year anniversary.
Yeah.
I saw that giant welt on the back of Ricochet's head,
Yeah, it
kind of
was-
like a cartoon when it womp womp
Yeah.
womp. So that was fun to see. Yeah.
Melon on his melon. Yeah.
One of the hotter I guess feuds that are going on right now. The Demand got the win last time. I think the Hurt Syndicate's going to get the dub this time, even though they went ahead and got the dub as well on the 6th-year anniversary. So
Yeah, I mean,
We'll
it's
see how
a
that
good
happens.
match. Yeah, I mean, Ricochet paired up with these two beasts of Gates of Agony. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool, man. Tag team that they're doing over there.
yeah, I like it.
and the
Like I
Hurt
said, they've
Syndicate's
been
always
building
great,
them up.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with Ricochet. Anything he's
No,
been doing,
cannot,
whether
yeah.
it's some of the comedy stuff, the serious stuff. He's been hitting
The
on
heel
all
stuff,
cylinders
yeah, it's
right
great,
now.
yeah.
So love seeing that. This is for a non-title. This is just Jamie Hayter taking on Thekla. Again, one of those where it's gonna be some British strong style in there from Jamie Hayter, and then a little bit of athleticism from Thekla. What are we thinking from this match? Anything?
I mean, I don't know. It's probably just gonna be. Jamie Hayter, I'm guessing, is gonna take the win here. I mean, I don't know. They've been probably trying to build her up this whole time. So I mean, I don't know. Tekla really hasn't really done much since she got into AEW. So I mean, I don't know. I'm just not.
That's where I'm gonna spin the web on
All right,
you.
spin the web. Spin the web.
And
Oh, Tekla, I
the
like it, I
Toxic
like it.
Spider, I think, is going to go ahead and get the
Oh,
dub
yeah, I
right
like
here.
it.
So
All right,
Thekla hasn't had that major win just yet.
Yeah.
And this would be pretty decent against obviously a former AEW Women's World Champion,
And Jamie, yeah.
someone they put a lot of push and a lot of strive into in Jamie Hayter. So, yeah, I think Daphne's going down.
Daphne, all right.
Bring old Scooby-Doo in the gang.
I
As
like it.
Thekla and Sky Blue,
Sky Blue.
and Julia Hart.
Yeah.
What are they called? The Toxic Trio or something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah. R.I.P. to the oh my goodness, I'm blanking on everything today. It was Julia Hart and Brody King's faction.
Black.
Not the House of Black. They changed it. It was like the House of
Dogs.
the
Hogs, right? Oh my gosh.
Black Hearts, something like that. That's okay.
Black
Speaking of
Hearts,
Brody
probably
King,
Black
Brody
Hearts.
King and Brodito
Brodito.
defending their AEW World Tag Team Champions against Kenoshi Takeshita
Great match.
and Okada, Kazuchika Okada.
It's gonna be a great match.
This is gonna be fantastic. Obviously, we can say these for
Okada-
deciding one of these matches.
Yeah, those two.
I think this one is Brodito retaining only because this is finally, and I hope to God this is finally the start of Okada versus Takeshita. This is going to be
okay, so they turn on
Okada
each other,
Takeshita.
yeah, somehow, yeah.
Some way, the
Okay.
miscommunication happens,
Yeah.
and there's just going to be
Takeshita,
nothing that can solve it between the two of them.
I would like that. Yeah, if I would say Brodito too. If some way somehow they could twist like Takeshita and Okada, or button heads somehow in between between the match. And so I mean, yeah, I would. Okay, it's been a dream match. Okada and Takeshita. Yeah, they need to see it on AEW.
That was
so
one of the
it'd be
first,
great.
definitely one of the first things I rattled off when Okada finally first came into AEW. I just
yeah,
go,
right
of
after.
course we'll have Okada versus Omega for the eighth, ninth, 10th time. We'll have Okada versus Will Ospreay, but yes, Okada versus Takeshita. Inject that right into my veins.
I like how they do it first. They join forces right now, but then they gotta start slowly just deteriorating. I love it.
Yeah, of
That's
course, Don Callis has to
story,
take
yeah.
care of his family.
Oh, it's 20-man family. What is it? Gee, I mean, Jesus. It's It's not enough chairs at the Thanksgiving table, dude. Honestly, it's awful.
When you're here, you
It's
are
awful.
Don Callis family.
I'm Don Callis.
Exactly right.
Yeah, you got that
Yeah,
right.
be careful. Like I said, any newcomers can
Anyway,
be.
yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and carry on for $500,000. So hopefully the Young Bucks can finally make some money.
Poor guys.
I know this has been fun to watch too as they go into the casino and lose all their money and
Got holes in their shirts and stuff. It's just like
introduced as
awful.
Rod and Todd, and sometimes they don't even have a lower third. It just says like these wrestling guys or whatever.
The funniest part was when the entrance just went up halfway and they had to duck underneath.
Oh, yeah.
That was like before though.
That
That
or
was,
the
that
half-ass
was great.
pyro,
Oh,
like
my
the
God.
Orange Cassidy pyro, absolutely great.
It's great. It's just great.
So for $500,000, give or take, the Young Bucks taking on the Jurassic Express. They had first tag team on that 6-year anniversary show, first time since 2022. And I like the promo that Jungle Boy cut right at the beginning of Dynamite last week, kind of essentially saying like, "Hey, Young Bucks, I called out for help. I was hanging out all by myself. You guys were supposed to be this, that, and the other. So I was supposed to be with my friends, but I had to go call a real friend, and that was Luchasaurus. Hopefully, they can get Marco Stunt in there as well.
there you go.
That'd be a nice little pop. Literally, a nice little pop
Nice
for
little
Marco
pop.
Stunt.
I think
I think that'd be fantastic. What do we got on there?
I think Jurassic Express is gonna get this win
Yeah,
over here.
I
I
think
think
so,
for
too.
sure, 100%, because they just came back. I mean, everybody went nuts. That pop was absolutely amazing. So I mean, yeah, I think Jurassic Express and this whole Young Buck thing is rolling right now. So they just keep it going, keep them poor or whatever the hell they're doing.
To officially
yeah.
have the Luchasaurus
Exactly.
name back
Yeah,
is a
it's
huge
amazing.
thing.
It's
Obviously,
amazing.
the crowd can chant away. No need to have Kill Switch in there,
Kill Switch. That
as
was
he is
awful.
no longer with Christian.
Yeah.
But speaking of Christian, former
you
TNT
go.
champion, we have the TNT Championship on the line between Mark Briscoe and Kyle Fletcher for their 5th time that they have met. And we've gone over this before where this is a very underrated pairing where
Yeah.
somehow,
Those two,
some
yeah.
way, a guy from Australia and a guy from Fort County, Delaware, or whatever.
Middle of nowhere.
They're able to have one of the best chemistries in the ring, and by God, we're gonna have another great match right here.
Yeah.
Again, this is one of those deals where, as much as we love Mark Briscoe, he's just got his big dub over MJF. I don't think lightning strikes twice. I think Kyle Fletcher has this rocket ship on his back and will maintain all of this momentum and more. Kyle Fletcher is going to win and retain the TNT Championship.
Same thing, and like you said, rocking the back. Just keep pushing Kyle Fletcher as much as you can. We say he's a young Osprey. Just keep pushing him. Mark Briscoe, he already had his time. He's an older guy, so he's on the way out too. God bless his brother too.
Well,
so.
man, oh man, is he not putting out the best promos
Oh,
right now?
easily, dude. Mark Briscoe.
Word of the day.
He has 10 teeth, dude. What the hell? You can't see nothing. I mean, literally, he has 10 teeth, dude. I mean, there's nothing there. I love it. He's so passionate about it, and that southern accent comes out. I love it, dude. It's great.
The word of the day is economics. I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Right.
And then
Economics.
the best part of those is watching Kyle O'Reilly in there as well.
Kyle
just
O'Reilly,
kind of
yeah.
like sitting there nodding, and he just goes,
Yeah.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what? Yeah,
Makes sense. Makes sense. You got that right.
fantastic." This pairing, of the conglomeration with of Mark Briscoe, you see Orange Cassidy back there. Ishii's just a brick wall. He's perfect.
an animal, yeah.
Just sits there like a pit bull, exactly what he's supposed to be. And then again at the very end, you get a little bit of comedy from Orange Cassidy, so it works out on all cylinders there. But again, Fletcher, Briscoe, I think TNT Championship stays where it's at. But again, so many options for who can steal the show. I'll give them a big lead because again, Kyle Fletcher's just that amazing.
He's just
But
that guy. Yeah.
literally, I mean, the Brodito and Takeshita and Okada could steal it depending on that goes.
Even Jurassic
Young
Express,
Bucks are
yeah,
always
Young
on
Bucks,
the table
yeah,
to steal it
100%, yeah.
because they're just that damn good.
Yeah.
Continuing on, again, another one that could steal the show. We got AEW Women's Championship match. We have Chris Statlander in her first defense here against Toni Storm, who, again, having some of the best promos on right now. That non-contact, that backstage interview with her and them two and Renee Paquette was absolutely fantastic. Then they carry it out into the ring. They go, so we can't fight here. Is this interview over with? Yes. All right, meet me in the ring. That was great.
That was
That was
awesome.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And Toni Storm's just dressing up like like the Joker right
Like,
now with
he
that
is. I don't
haircut.
know what's going on. Like the little old school look. I like it.
The
The
short
little haircut,
hair.
short hair, like lipstick all over the mouth.
Yeah, the smearing
bright,
of the
bright
lipstick and makeup.
red lipstick. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is looking fantastic. But again, it's one of those things where just my wrestling brain is telling me like it just there's no way they're just gonna go right back to just throwing the strap back onto Tony or onto Tony Storm.
Yeah.
So Chris Statlander gonna retain. I hope it's nothing funky. I hope it ends up being clean. But of course we can always see that with that somewhat. What Wheeler Yuta maybe sticking his nose where he shouldn't be. We've seen that from time to time with the Chris Statlander stuff. So I don't know if that's kind of fallen to the wayside, but that's definitely on the table. So we'll see here.
Where I'm looking at this is like AEW needs to push someone else than Tony Storm, and with the AEW Women's Title, I think Chris Statlander needs this. This is a huge win, just beating Tony. We said like the best women's wrestler right now, probably other than like Rhea and those guys.
You can still maintain Tony Storm's stardom,
exactly,
while rising everybody up to that level, and this is the opportunity to do so.
Exactly, opportunity
With Chris Statlander, obviously, we see the talent that is Megan Bayne, who again she'll be in the pre-show, but the writing's on the wall for a gal like that to do the same deal. So
push her,
exactly.
Yeah.
Again, kind of up in the air of what will be the main event. Always the AEW Championship could be. So let's just talk about that really quick, because I would argue and might even agree with what Scotty said. The Moxley and Darby might be the hottest feud right now. So for the AEW World Championship. That started off with the pure disrespect of, here's your title into your chest, and you dropped it. Samoa Joe challenging for the World Heavyweight title, like you mentioned. As soon as this contract expires, Samoa Joe will be on the way out. It's not going to happen immediately, folks. Don't worry.
Yeah.
He's got some time.
He's
Still got the trios tag titles on, so you're going to see him in action. Don't worry. But as of right now, for the World Heavyweight Championship, we got Hangman taking on all comers in Samoa Joe right now. Anything, thoughts, questions, concerns for the World Heavyweight title?
I think it's gonna be a straight up great match. Hangman, I think Hangman retains here. Samoa Joe puts up a great fight. Old timer challenging for the title. Still got the trios title, as you said too. So I don't think they would make him a double champ. But I think Hangman's gonna win. This is gonna be a great match too. This is gonna be awesome. Yeah,
this is
a hard-hitting match.
Definitely one of those where, of course, we kind of know going in that title's not gonna change hands. However, we can always be like, well. It could. It's Samoa Joe. You can throw on that coquina clutch at any time. A former world champion. And of course, you also have that inkling, of course, what they were, having that promo over. Just simply, Hangman, you didn't beat me. You didn't beat me for the title. You did not. It didn't happen. So that's what Hangman has to prove here. He has to beat the man that he didn't win the championship from. So that again. Always good, reliable in Samoa Joe to have a good match. Same thing with Hangman. So this is, again, great pairing right here.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong. So I believe, again, Hangman retains in one of his bigger matches for sure. All righty.
This is going to be great. Then.
This just might be we might actually see one of these two die.
It's going to be the bloodiest match, I think, in a while. I think this is going to happen.
These
two might, get killed.
Someone's getting lit on fire or falling off a building.
A spike might come out, some attacks.
Someone might get impaled again for real. This is the I Quit match between Jon Moxley and Darby Allin.
I mean, you're talking about a guy who just bleeds right off the bat, and Darby just jumps off. He just climbed Mount Everest like a psychopath who summited.
God, do I love that. I'm going to sit there. I'm going to choke you out with the flag that I took up to Mount Everest.
That's amazing.
Not very often do I find Darby threatening or creative in that. I love that.
It's great.
That is awesome. He has now gone from that, in my mind, to the, okay, he's 140 pounds soaking wet. No, now he's just a psychopath.
He's a psycho, yeah.
He's just a lunatic.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think that better suits him. And I think we finally hit that point maybe with him. Maybe that's been there and I just haven't recognized it. But this is simply that where he's not gonna quit.
No.
And I love that, the jailhouse. That promo between the two, again, it was kind of like it was like Arkham Asylum.
It looked like
almost. You got Darby, Batman, and Jon Moxley, the Joker on one side.
Yeah, it's great too. Yeah.
Sitting that was absolutely amazing, and then to cut to Pac beating the tar out of him. He comes out later on Collision and just shows him. Like, he runs through the gauntlet. Claudio gives him an uppercut. Pac beats the crap out of him. Wheeler kicks him while he's down. Marina Shafir gives him a kick to the temple. And he still gets in the ring. And then, of course, shows him the flag. Tells Moxley, you can still quit now. And Moxley's like, what? And then he just gives him the DDT, that spike right on the head, right on the flag. So with all that, again, with my mind there, again, he loses the coffin match at oh my god, really?
What paper? I mean, this is so many papers.
Why can't I remember last
What's stroking out over here? I don't know what's going on. What was the pay-per-view before this?
I'm gonna try and check.
I mean, come on, dude.
I think it said All Out right there.
I think it was All Out. I think it was All Out.
Let me make sure.
I'm positively sure it was All Out in Toronto, right?
Yeah, it was all out. September 20th was the last one. Okay, so All Out in Toronto. Okay.
What's going on? What's going on? Just stroking out.
See, that's just how my brain is. I mean, we said it earlier. We were like, it was probably All Out, and then we had to confirm. So yeah, the coffin match that happened at All Out ends in Darby inside, and Moxley even said it's the same thing. He's like, it was fixed. It was rigged in our favor. You know, we had more people, and then he just goes, now it's rigged in both of our favors, which a little confusing, but. I kind of get what you're saying there, Mox. I can pick up what you're putting down right there.
I can pick up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
This is going to be just amazing, dude.
They're just going to beat
the living crap out of each other. That's all it is. I mean, it's going to be Mox going to be bleeding. What's the over-under on Mox bleeding within the first 5 minutes or something? Exactly. Yeah, dude, there's no way. I mean, it's going to be amazing. And you add the stipulation of the I Quit match on top of it, so, I mean, these guys are going to beat the tar out of each other. Yeah.
To sit there, and I just hope they don't do the whole thing where, like, oh, no, Mox has passed out. You know, so they still ring the bell. And like, then at the end, they're like, I didn't say I quit. I passed out. Yeah, so maybe we'll have that idea. Or maybe it'll be like Christian's, that Christian I Quit match where he's about to
Spike
with Spike, and he goes, I quit. And then he still almost gets him anyways. So.
Well, he's about to spike him in the, dude, that's the thing. So I quit right away, dude. That happened. Yeah, come on now. I mean,
I just can't.
That's a way to get him to say I quit.
Can't think of how this will end because we've seen everything with these two. We've seen fire. We've seen tax. We've seen glass. Syringes. I don't know what else these two could throw at each other that'll make each other
weapon, dude,
yeah, they're gonna have to come up with some. I guess they're gonna have to run with the plug it. Hey, ask WWE because they got that AI story bot now. So what can we throw in to actually make him quit?
We'll talk about that after. Dude, did you hear about that? Oh my god, it's bad. It's bad, dude.
We will get to that.
That's laziness.
Oh yeah,
right
we'll
there.
get to that.
Yeah, that's awful. That's awful. Live animals. That's exactly. Yeah.
Oh my God! It's the top row of shark teeth.
Shark teeth? No, dude.
Shark teeth on a bat?
Imagine, dude. What about Mount Everest rocks, dude, or something, dude? You imagine? He starts pouring out rocks, dude. You just body slam them to a rock. That'd be insane.
Ice balls from the top of Mount Everest. Oh my God!
What else is left? Yeah. I mean, there's nothing.
Darby had a Molotov cocktail to end the 6-year anniversary, which he was tackled to the ground before he could live for obvious reasons. Yeah. But it's like I don't know what else these guys can do. It might have to be where Moxley gets thrown into like a garbage can. You know, they gimmick and throw, and he gets out, but then they just throw like piles of garbage and then light it on fire and then just essentially kill him. Like I don't know what else they're gonna be able to do.
This should 1,000% be the main event though. If they haven't announced it right, I don't know if they have, but this should 1,000% be the main event over the.
And in my mind, with something like that, if you're gonna go, I Quit match to main event. Hopefully they go Moxley, or hopefully they go Hangman and Samoa Joe to open.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they'll do the dual main event type of gimmick. Yeah. Who knows?
Like WWE does all the time.
But speaking of, like I said, overall, quick, anything else just before we hop out of WrestleDream? Any big expectation? Any big debuts or surprises? I know we've seen the inklings of Jay White saying, like, are we back?
Yeah.
I think it was like ready ? Or something like that.
I don't know. I wouldn't see what storyline would Jay White really come out of in this. Like that's the thing. Like we just show up, just roll after the title. Yeah, I guess after Samoa Joe loses or something, he goes after Heyman. Yeah. That would be awesome. But I think this whole pay-per-view is going to be just a wrestling galore match. Like, it's going to be great wrestling all around, and I think it's going to be great, especially if you main event with these two guys killing each other. So, I mean, I think it's going to be amazing, yeah.
All of that, we'll have Danielson on commentary with
And
Excalibur. Speaking of commentary, hopefully get well soon, Taz. He just had his shoulder surgery, so hopefully you're going to get back. I believe shoulder or his knee, something like that. I believe it was a shoulder. I believe for my understanding, it was the shoulder. Either way,
Get well, Taz.
get well soon there, Tazzo. We'll get you back in the ring. You won't have a 90-day compete clause to get back into the booth, unlike, I guess, Andrade.
What is going on there?
I have no idea what the blue hell is going on with this Andrade situation. I don't know. I've seen a 1-year non-compete. I've seen no days. I think we're finally falling on 90 days is the official non-compete. But from my understanding, gathering what I'm seeing online, of course, this is always annoying. We've seen these 90-day non-competes since McMahon was still around. Even those days when people are leaving WWE to go to TNA to go back to WWE, so stuff like that. I have no idea what's going on but my last understanding is that Andrade is a really good lawyer. So
there you go.
Can
All right.
possibly
There you go.
get out of this non-compete clause altogether. What was your takeaway? What was your first instance of like, hey, what the hell is going on?
I don't get this whole. Is it they don't get paid within this whole 90? So that's annoying. What's the point of that? Just let the guy go. I guess. I mean,
I just don't know how that's not illegal at all. It's
exactly.
like, hey,
you're just holding the guy hostage.
not only can you not go to another place and make money,
exactly.
I'm also not going to pay you as well.
So you're basically you're done. You just can't go anywhere. You're sitting in your house for 90 days. I mean, it's horrendous. Yeah. So I think that's horrible. And maybe if Andrade knew though about this whole 90-day clause, maybe he shouldn't have I don't know. TK should have let him go out there on Collision. It was Collision, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if he knew about it, but this whole situation about the 90-day clause, I think, is horrible. And you're just taking away 90 days from the wrestler. I mean, he's not getting paid at all. He's doing nothing. So I mean, he wants to be booked to other. He can't even go on the Indies either.
No.
It's horrendous. It's horrendous. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Non-compete means exactly anything
Nothing.
in the wrestling industry.
It's like too much control. That's what it is. It's too much control of the wrestler after he goes. That's horrible. Horrible.
It makes no sense. Of course, when you sign the contract, it's all somehow in there and legally binding. But there's ways around it. I'm sure. In my mind, like I said, it's tough when everyone's just exactly right. They're like, oh, is he leaving again? Is he's off TV again? What is he doing? How is he bouncing back and forth? And then people making the joke like, yeah, he's going to be at WrestleDream, and then he's also going to be number 27 at the Royal Rumble.
He's going to be Elimination Chamber doing Chicago.
And then he'll fly back for All In London next time, and then he'll be main eventing for Crown Jewel next year too. So.
Imagine, dude, just
playing
ping pong, dude.
He's at Slammiversary for TNA.
It's like table tennis, dude. You're just going back and forth, dude. That's all it is, dude. It's crazy. Yeah.
Exactly. But in my mind, yeah, exactly. Some people just get frustrated because, like, oh my God, again, you're gonna push somebody and then not put them on TV, and just like, okay, guys, it's literally because they can't. They legally
can't. Yeah. Maybe, I mean, like you said, Andrade's lawyer could get him out of this predicament. Hopefully, yeah. Because this whole thing's weird. It's just weird. It's
exactly.
Just awful.
And for that reason, again, you see Kenny Omega, who's just like you saw him out there going against Andrade, and you're like, oh, now he kind of has a pivot because. Well, unfortunately, Kota Ibushi is now injured, where we saw him take a fall on Collision. They actually aired the episode. They aired the spot, but obviously they used an angle you didn't really see the impact or the fall of it. So Kota Ibushi to have to miss upwards of about I believe he's gonna be rehabbing for a year, just getting a broken femur fixed, and then won't be able to get into the ring for 2 years after that.
Wow. So 3 years.
So yeah, I might be 2 years in total. I might be spreading out way longer, but at least 2 years for sure before we even get an inkling of Kota Ibushi coming back. Okay, so about two in total. Oh yeah, without a doubt. And this was just a horrendous injury. I've been told, I've luckily never broken my femur, but I've been told it's the hardest bone to break in your body. So when that thing does snap, it is painful to all hell.
It's a big loss.
Shout out to the trainer for somewhat stopping the guy that was doing some worked punches on Coda. Again, gotta maintain some sort of kayfabe, but when the guy's got a broken leg,
come on now, stop.
Ease up. So in my mind, again, while that's focusing on Kota Ibushi, that was somewhat a little bit of a pivot for Kenny Omega to have that little impromptu feud with Josh Alexander and the Don Callis family once again. Like, hey, you broke my friend's leg. He's gonna be on the shelf for the next 2 years. Maybe you can do something again with
storyline. That could be a story. That could
that's
lead up to a storyline.
Kind of
I
what
guess.
I'm getting at. Where you did see a little bit of that last week on Dynamite, where it was Brodito and Kenny Omega taking on Josh Alexander and a couple other people in the Don Henchicero and I believe Beast Motos was in there as well. I'm mixing them all up. Henchicero and the Kyle Fletcher's former partner. But either way, you saw that. You saw the build of trying to get Kenny in there with Josh Alexander. And in my mind, if they really wanted to, that could be the storyline, the move that makes Josh Alexander a legitimate threat in AEW again. Where a guy like Kenny can always take a loss. A guy like Kenny can take a loss and still be fine. A guy like Swerve can take a loss and still be fine. A guy like Will Ospreay can take a loss and still be fine. If Kenny lost to Josh Alexander,
it's huge.
That idea, again, when we're talking about Tony Storm, raising the rest of the talent.
Exactly.
How do you do that? Kenny Omega takes a loss to Josh Alexander. It's not going to be right there, but he's going to be actually somewhat of a threat now, and not just an extra piece for Don Callis.
Yeah, like losing to these guys, like you said, like Kenny Omega and those guys, they just don't lose. They don't like take a loss from the build-ups or whatever. You know what I mean? Just like they don't take a loss. Like Kenny Omega would, if he were to lose match here on out till the end of his career, I guarantee he'd still be okay with it. So yeah, exactly like that. So that's how you build talent. Just Josh Alexander. I mean, he's just a really underrated. Like he's an underrated guy. Like he put on great matches when he was in the cruiserweight division in WWE. So I mean, hopefully he gets a big break in AEW because they mistrade him in WWE for sure, 100%.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So yeah, exactly. So we have. Like I said, in that same breath, where just get them up, pull everyone up to the same side, and that was the whole point with Takeshita. Takeshita pinned Kenny Omega twice in about the span of 2 weeks because he beat him at All In, and then they beat him at All Out, right back, basically back to back. So that was the whole point there. Do the same exact thing.
Now you put Takeshita up against Okada.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's talking about building him up, it's insane. Yeah.
And unfortunately, I mean, we can kind of. No, I'll hold off for that for the WWE section as it relates to that. But just more injuries as we go on. We'll get to that. Yeah. Let me flip back over to the Jericho Cruise. We had some. How about Jira? No AEW talent.
When you put that down,
no talent announced for the Jericho Cruise. I was just, is this just bad timing? Because as we know, I put this down. AEW is going to be in Houston when the Jericho Cruise takes off. I don't know how, I would assume a big city, kind of like how they do it for Chicago, kind of like how they do it for when they go over to New Jersey and New York. They want to have these big shows and they want all their top talent there.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're kicking off there for a Dynamite and a Collision, and then when the Cruise returns, it ends a day before Blood and Guts.
Wow.
So I don't know. It's just one of those things where. Like Tony TK's maybe sitting there like, do I want any of my top guys to be out on a cruise getting hammered right before a big pay-per-view, right before a big, it is a free show. It's gonna be on Dynamite. It's gonna be on TV. But do I want my guys going out there getting potentially hurt right before this giant match where they're potentially also gonna get hurt?
I would say it's exactly that. I would say more of him take his first step to the WWE. I think because you don't want your guys, like you said, you want your guys getting blasted on a cruise before a Blood and Guts pay-per-view, and they're gonna be beating the living crap out of each other. So I mean that's the thing. So yeah, I'm more on the side of TK like preserving talent than him taking his first step to WWE. I don't know when it's gonna be. Yeah. If Jericho even goes to the WWE. There's many rumors he's gonna be the last John Cena match or whatever. So
I've seen Dave Bautista's going to be
Dave
rumored
Bautista, stop.
Yeah, so
That
we'll
guy doesn't
see.
want to step back. He said it himself. He doesn't want to step back in the WWE ring. So unless he gets inducted in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, for what it's worth, there's no huge WWE talent named on the Jericho Cruise for the same deal. I don't think they can be contractually.
Yeah,
but
because
like Soraya's back. She's on there for that.
there you go.
The Blue Meanie.
The Blue Meanie.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Is it an indie guy?
No, he was old ECW guy.
Oh, he's all blue. Oh yeah, the NW was he the?
He's in the Blue World Order.
The Blue World Order.
Come
yeah, BWO. Yeah, I got you. I know that one. He's in the video game too, in the arcade game. I wrestle. Yeah, it's great. It's great. The Blue Meanie.
Yes.
It's great. It's great. Yeah.
Exactly. So a
Blue
couple
World
other
Order.
big names. Will you be going to the Jericho Cruise?
Hell no,
You
dude.
like cruises?
No, I can't swim, dude.
Wait,
Forget that.
Really?
I can't swim.
How?
It skipped my whole family, dude. I swear to God, my grandparents.
What do you mean?
My grandparents are Sicilian. You'd think surrounded by an island of water.
Yeah.
You'd think they'd be able to. Yeah, but we just never got that.
I thought that was also just like a,
It's awful.
it's like a survival instinct too. You gotta learn how to swim.
I
Dude.
just never go by water, though. I don't want to go by. When I was with my boys on the boat, I had to not go in. I couldn't go in. I need a light. I'm not going in. Dude, I'm just not going. Water scares me, dude. All right, water scares me.
Okay, that's fair.
And my dad never doesn't know. Nobody in my family though. It's weird. Like that.
I mean, they didn't take you to the public pool and just toss you in and be like, all right.
They did, but I almost drowned. That's the thing, dude. Like it's just.
Yeah.
I was more into sports.
Can't go to Hurricane Harbor no more.
I was more.
You're
Hurricane
out.
Harbor,
Yeah.
That's
Which
great.
they moved to Rockford. I don't know if you knew
Really?
that. Yeah. I was coming back. I was coming back from my fantasy football
Draft,
Airbnb, the draft that I did forever ago, and I was driving by. I'm like, Six Flags ain't over here. How'd they? Let's take Hurricane Harbor and push it somewhere else.
It's awesome.
I'm like, okay.
The thing is, the hurricane I could ride because you're on a tube. You know what I mean? It's a great.
Yeah, the
those
water
rides,
slides,
Water
yes.
slides are great
Okay.
because they're on tubes. You know,
Yeah.
that's my dad taught me. He's like, "You want to be a legend, dude? Ride the hurricane." I was like, "Dude, you know what?" That's
Yeah.
exactly what. The duck,
Oh yeah.
the duck on my little things on each side of the arm. That's me. I just can't swim.
Definitely rocking a T-shirt.
It's
Oh,
definitely
you're 100% wearing a
100%,
t-shirt.
100%.
No idea.
Nobody
no
deserves to
reason.
see my six pack, if you know what I mean, dude.
Oh well, hopefully you can enjoy maybe the lazy river or something
The lazy,
like that.
that's
That'll
great.
Be,
That's great stuff.
that'd be fun.
It's a pee pool though. It's more
So
of a
there
pee
you go. No Jericho cruise because he can't swim, and well, I hate cruises and I hate open water. So
Yeah,
I
there you
can't
go.
swim though.
You can. You can.
I can't.
Oh, you can.
No, I
Oh,
can't.
okay.
That was one of the first things that my parents was like. Went over to Concordia University and we took swim lessons
Swimming
there.
lessons.
It's easy
I
peasy.
went to swimming classes, but I just never did good at it. I never took it seriously. I was in sports, dude. I played baseball over taking a swim. Dude,
What?
taking a dip. She was awful. Yeah, she was awful. Yeah,
Oh my
I agree.
God, that's actually hilarious.
It's her fault. I blame it on the swimming.
That is just. I mean,
It's good stuff.
it's like finding out when people can't ride bikes in their mind. It's like what?
It's awful.
Yeah, you
It's
just
awful.
never got around to like what? You didn't have a childhood? You
Bikes
just
are
didn't go on a bike? Like what? All right, whatever.
Yeah, bikes. That's terrible. Yeah, that's
Jesus. Yeah. All right. How'd you cool down? Never mind. I can't. Hot summer day. You're like, yeah, let's go to the public pool. I can't. I gotta go to the fire
I was
hydrant.
staying in the 4-foot pool. You know,
Okay,
the shorter
whatever.
side. That's all.
Yeah, there we go.
Got that right.
All right, we gotta slam through
Gatorade.
these. Let's slam through
Let's
these.
slam through this. Yeah,
Alrighty. Darby Allin was recently on that Ariel Helwani podcast. He said that the cancer has been removed from the locker room. Many assumed he was talking about CM Punk, but however, as we go on to learn and see through visuals and pictures, Punk and Darby they're actually pretty good friends. From my understanding, obviously, CM Punk, straight edge, Darby Allin, also straight edge. So I'm sure they have conversations of who can be the more annoying ones at parties, but that's something that they can bond over.
good
So
one.
I
That's a
think
good one,
that's pretty good. However, the actual people that they were referring to was apparently Rusev and possibly Aleister Black. So there we go. And I believe the quote was, I'm definitely paraphrasing, but guys here that have that ego, but it is, of course, it's entertainment. It's not. If you can't have an ego to something that essentially is almost fantasy. Yeah. So that's again, when people said that, like, oh, bang, Aleister Black, who I don't know if he ever looked up at the ceiling for 3 seconds in his time in AEW.
Do you notice there's so many problems though, like behind the scenes? Like they're like a bunch of gossip girls or something. Like in AEW, that's what I'm saying. They put on great. They're great in the ring, but there's just always problems in the back. Like there's something needs to happen. You see CM Punk clotheslining Jack Perry. I mean, they had to result in something. They're all young guys, but right away these Rusev and Aleister Black leave, and all of a sudden they're cancers to the locker room. Were they? I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there, but it's just all of a sudden.
I mean, it seems like it's gotten a little bit. It seems like it's gotten a little bit better with a couple of these guys leaving. Yeah, obviously, a guy in Punk who was, sticking his nose in people's matches and directions and stuff when they really didn't need to, didn't ask him to. Again, a guy like Rusev, again, where push me, but there's no charisma there. No one cares about his gimmick.
True. Yeah, exactly. Rusev, Miro, whatever it was. Yeah.
And then Aleister Black again, where probably good to work with, has good matches, but it's gonna be a cold day in hell before he puts you over. Son.
That's true.
So it's tough working with stuff like that, and I can understand that. Now Punk has a behavioral clause in his contract, so
he does.
So I understand why he's been nothing but tip top over there.
Plus he's with his wife now, so he's having fun.
Yeah, exactly that.
He's having fun.
Again, someone put that up the other day. He was like, oh, man, shout out to CM Punk. Hasn't had an issue in over 2 years. And I just comment, breaking news, guy acts correctly at work.
Yeah,
wow,
exactly.
Can't believe it. I mean, what are we talking about here? So,
yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
So anything on Darby individually? Again, is there something that does he have the right to say this?
I mean, that's why. That's back to like my point. Is like, I don't know. There's a lot of drama that happens, I feel like, in the AEW locker rooms and stuff. So, I don't know. Were they cancers? Like, Punk and Hangman went out there for a promo, and Hangman just made up half of his crap, so that's why Punk got mad. Like, that's the thing. It's just weird. It's just like, AEW locker room is just a bunch. It's gossip girls. But outside, in the ring, they're beautiful. They're a masterclass in the ring. But, like, it's in the backstage, man, nobody could get along. It's just, I don't know. And as soon as now you see no problems with Rusev and Aleister Black and WWE in the back in the locker room. So I mean that's not I've heard of, but I'm saying just there's a lot of problems in the AEW locker room, and I don't know.
I think it's a lot of other reports have come out and saying that it's basically fine now. I mean,
it's fine now, yeah, exactly. Now it's fine.
What Maven had I think Maven had an interview with Darby saying the same thing. Eddie Kingston, same deal. He was basically point of view, had his camera back there, so didn't look like no one was arguing or nothing. So
I don't know. How are they cancers then? Yeah, that's the thing. Like Rusev, just straight up
like it was removed.
Okay.
It's been removed.
All right, there you go.
Finally, a nice one to end off on. Potential road trip for us, considering it's pretty local. Yeah. Ruby Soho and Angelo Parker, now I believe married, have a kid together, all well and good. They're opening up a board game cafe. Opening up a board game cafe called the Victory Roll Cafe.
It's pretty awesome.
Victory Roll Cafe, which had a little their viral news package came out. Which was really fun to see. Just glad to see Ruby Soho looking fantastic. Same thing with Angelo Parker. I haven't seen them on haven't seen both of them on TV since they had their pregnancy announcement, which again, really awesome to see that. It's been I think the report was over 600 days since we've seen them.
2 years.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
crazy. Yeah.
But in that extended time, to have her child, to not only do that, they've been able to run a business and create one, which is really cool. Awesome. So again, take the time to watch that news package. They're both in it. They're both interviewed, and it's really fun. They have the Meeples champion. So the whole point of it is a board game cafe. So you come in, you do play Monopoly, or you play mousetrap.
Yeah, whatever.
Whoever
Games,
wins
trouble. Yeah.
is the Meeples champion. So they get to they have a couple display championship belts.
That's
You can
pretty cool.
wear them. You can take pictures with it. You throw it back.
It's
So it's
pretty
gonna
awesome.
be cool.
It's cool.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be fun,
And you have a
so.
cup of coffee too while you're at it. It's pretty awesome. Yeah.
I got a buddy who's big into D&D now, Dungeons and Dragons. So maybe they'll have something like a tournament there. Maybe some Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon battles and stuff like that.
That game is so complicated, dude. Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know what the hell's going
But
on.
simply.
Oh.
Down for a road trip there, my guy?
Indiana?
Yeah,
it's close. It's not far away.
Stone's throw.
You could go over there. Oh my God, awful. It's so bad. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Isn't it like you have to take down towers and stuff? Forget it. I'm playing Madden, dude. Stop yourself. But yeah, we could go to this cafe and hit up a Hoosiers game after. How about that? Dude?
Okay.
I like that, dude.
A little
Get a
Hoosiers.
Kurt Signetti game.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah, I like that. I'll watch a little Kurt. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, yeah. Well, exactly that. Congratulations to Ruby Soho and Angelo Parker. Hopefully nothing but the best, not only for the family, but obviously for the Victory Roll Cafe. I don't know if it's officially open just yet, but it was that whole news package had all more details and said basically it's coming. It's just about ready to open up the doors. So that's fantastic.
Pretty awesome.
I mean, it's pretty cool. Again, a company that embraces pregnancy and all that. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of, WWE ID went ahead and
Oh no, what is this?
went ahead and said, "Hey, Kylie Ray, you're pregnant. You're out. I'm gonna go and let that contract expire." And a couple other contracts expired there too as well.
Yeah.
We have more on that, and maybe some Crown Jewel, maybe some other stuff on the WWE side of things when we come back here on Bad Karma Wrestling.
Hey, watch your mouth. Why? I'll just put a quarter in the swear jar. Once it's filled, we get a Coors party after work. I've been drinking Coors since my college days. The cold draft taste, the second to none. Yeah, worth the recorder, am I right? You know it, mother.
Hey, you get those reports done?
Yeah. No. You, sir. Attention, employees.
The staff meeting, scheduled for this evening, will now be held tomorrow early as
That is all. Dudes, we're only 75 cents short. Oh, shh. Boss. Hey, sir, go yourself. You're fired!
The Chicagoland area has a large number of lonely dogs currently filling shelter pens, just waiting to find a family. Nothing adds warmth to a home like a wagging tail and a warm pair of brown eyes. If you are considering adding a dog to your household, visit the Anderson Animal Shelter, where adoption counselors can assist you in selecting your new best friend. Make your house a home. Adopt a shelter dog. To see a current list of adoptees, visit their website at www.andersonanimalshelter.org or meet them in person at 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin. Don't have room in the home for a new furry family member? Donations of toys, collars, and soft or hard non-perishable dog food are always accepted and are greatly appreciated. All animals are spayed or neutered and are waiting with tails wagging to find a loving home. Visit 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin or www.andersonanimalshelter.org for more details.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling
Give me a hell yeah!
with No Gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel!
and David Double D Dykstra.
And welcome back. No Double D today. We got Frankie. We got Frank the Tank today.
What's up, man? How
No
you
gimmicks,
doing?
Sir Johnston, ready to rock and roll. We got Frank the Tank right here. Oh yeah, it's been fantastic.
Rock and
Well,
roll.
like I said, we've had so much on the WWE side of things. At Crown Jewel, we had another faction breakup. We had a bunch of people getting released, tossed aside. Hell, we'll even talk a little TNA because that's their little sister company. So let's go ahead and get into that. Oh, and also some break-in with that whole AI business. But let's go ahead and get a couple things to get into. Let's get into the unfortunate one. Like I said, I had tied it in earlier when I thought we were going to talk Kota Ibushi and his injury, but no reason to harp on both. Let's see from Body Slam reporting that Jacob Fatu dealing with a non-contact injury, so you can only. I don't want to assume the worst. It's hopefully it's not some sort of disease or like.
Usually those are the worst
like
though.
that.
Those are the worst. Non-contact injuries are probably one of the usually the worst.
So from my understanding, again, Body Slam reporting that Jacob Fatu might be out for up until 2026. Wow. I just got to ask the kind of a lazy question, but how does that affect WWE? How does that affect maybe just the current storylines, just the impactfulness of Solo Sikoa and other stuff like that?
Yeah.
The absence of Jacob Fatu will mean what to WWE?
I think it's gonna be huge. I mean, it's gonna be awful, honestly, for WWE. It's a big loss because he was feuding with Solo still. So that whole storyline, that whole bloodline feud that they were having, it's gonna probably go up in flames.
And clearly, you saw the pivot go from having to deal with Jacob Fatu to now the Wyatt Six is the threat between them and the bloodline.
That's probably why they're trying to build that up more than the Jacob Fatu thing. But plus, it's getting a little old. It's probably a year going on now, so he probably should stop it. But yeah, it sucks. These non-contact injuries are probably worse than the contact injuries, honestly, most of the time. So yeah, he's out until 2026. Not 2 months. 3 months, really. Like it's 2026 January.
I mean, you can only assume pretty late into 2026, which I mean we're pushing about. It's gonna be about 3 more months, obviously, until the remaining of October, November, December, and then well into 2026. This is not going to be like, oh, all right, January, he's good to go. No. He's probably going to be on the shelf for a little bit longer than that.
It's a big loss in general. Yeah, it's a big loss for WWE.
And again, where he was red hot. At all times, so you can't go wrong with having Jacob Fatu. So again, get well soon, my man. We'll hopefully get you back in the ring and get you going.
The werewolf.
Yeah. But let's quickly recap some Crown Jewel action.
Do it.
From Perth over in Australia, the Down Under.
The Down Under. The shoeies. They were doing shoeies all the time. I don't know what the hell. It's weird. Drinking stuff off a shoe.
You're not drinking beer out of a shoe?
It's disgusting. What's the matter with these people?
Oh,
unless it's worn. I mean, it's fresh.
Maybe out of a sandal.
Sandal.
Yeah, I'll try that.
I'll do
Drink it out of a crock?
A crock? Yeah, you're right. You could drink out of the holes, too, of a crock. Yeah,
exactly.
It's great.
There you go.
That'd be great.
Nothing gets past this kid, I'll tell you what. I tell you everything.
I'm a smart guy.
Well, speaking of Australia, in an Australian street fight, Bronson Reed taking on Roman Reigns, and Bronson Reed getting the W here.
It's a huge win for Bronson Reed. We were all crapping on Scotty that day because we thought Roman was 100% going to get this win. But, I mean, in Australia, Bronson Reed, the Vision helping him out, Bron Breakker coming out too, so I guess getting involved. But the Usos came out to help out Roman. That didn't work out. And somehow now Roman is mad again at the Usos, like always. Just the Usos are just lower.
Never-ending cycle.
Never-ending cycle. It really is. They're always the step lower from Roman. Like they never. Jay had this nice singles run. You think they'll be equivalent, but they're always just going to be under the tribal chiefs.
No, that's definitely the storyline they're going with Jay and Jimmy will forever and always be in the shadow of Roman. No
that's
matter
what I was looking
what
for.
happens. No matter it doesn't matter how many titles, how many world titles, how many Royal Rumbles that Jay or Jimmy win. It will always forever be the younger brother, the younger cousins of Roman, the head honcho, the big dog.
It was a decent match overall. I think it was all right. Bronson Reed, can pick up the win by the help of Brian Breakker. So, it sets up, I guess, the same storyline. Yeah, Jay's mad at Roman. I'm not gonna talk to you until later. They were saying speared him through a table. So I mean, whatever.
Exactly.
I guess.
Yeah, I didn't really have anything too much other than, like I said, just very surprised in the sense like, whoa. Bronson Reed actually won. He beat Roman.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was surprising.
Yeah, definitely
different. Pushes Bronson.
Definitely different. And like I said, that did not expect that. I think I went in terms of predictions. I went 2 for 5. This was the other one this is one of them that I got. Stephanie Vaquer taking down Tiffany Stratton in the Crown Jewel Championship match. The only big takeaway for me, other than Stephanie Vaquer just landing right on Stratton's stomach, and just you could hear
nasty.
I could still hear now Stratton go.
It's a nasty landing, dude, right on top of her. It was just, but yeah, it was a good match overall. I think great match overall. Vaquer gets the win. She should. I think everybody predicted she should win.
Oh,
Tiffany's kind of running out of that smoke that hype. So definitely,
Lost
Valkyrie
a lot
keep
of
pushing.
steam
Yeah,
in
a lot of
her
steam.
in her push, and a lot of people have been saying that too. Just like, all right, Tiffy time. Okay, cool. What
Yeah,
else?
What else? Now, yeah. You
Time
just-
for something else.
you do a nice. You do a nice moonsault. It's great.
yeah.
Or whatever. I mean, so whatever. Yeah. All right. Now do something else. Now do something else.
I hate when it is like that, but it's just like, kind of what else you got there?
Yeah,
Anything else you want to roll on the
Tiffy
Rolodex?
time, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiffy, yeah, I like that. Tiffy second.
Feeling like Tiffy hours when she's in the ring now. But the big thing for me was the Stephanie Vaquer getting the embrace from Triple H, the head-to-head contact, which is a little awkward looking, but also the behind the scenes of Triple H thinking he's Martin Scorsese trying to pull out Stephanie Vaquer's entrance. But again, what I'm getting at really is obviously they're pushing and showcasing Stephanie Vaquer every which way they can. They see that she's the star. So it's clear as day.
And 100% she is. Yeah, 100%. She's
while
amazing.
while she won't be carrying around this ginormous, oversized
It's
Crown
so
Jewel
dumb, dude.
championship,
It's so dumb. It's
she's
so
still the
dumb.
champion. So there you go.
It's so dumb. It's like the whole point of this Crown Jewel. It's so dumb. This big championship. I mean,
bragging
it's
rights.
cool. It looks cool. But I mean, whatever. It's a once a year thing. I mean,
They get bragging. They get
yeah. They don't even
You
wear
gotta-
the ring. Like they don't even wear it. It just goes into the closet. I mean, it's it. It's all. It's
a
not,
giant belt and a ring that they'll pop out every now and
Exactly.
again. So there you have
There
it.
really is no point.
On to the cosplay match. The hey, remember this? Hey, you like this move? John Cena defeats AJ Styles for his 100th pay-per-view win.
Great.
This was nothing short of just having some fun. The great introduction that John Cena provided for AJ
It was
Styles.
Cena being style. No, he didn't get his 100th, did he?
Yeah, that was the 100th.
Oh, it was Cena's 100th
Cena's
career? Oh, I
100th
thought it was
pay-per-view win.
AJ's you were saying. That's why he
No,
picked
no,
AJ.
no.
Oh, okay,
No.
all right. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's a pretty cool stat line. Yeah. And
Oh,
just a
yeah.
great match overall. I mean, these guys, I love how Cena's pulling out the finishers. It's just great. He pulled out the skull crushing finale
Yeah.
with The Miz. He pulled out, I think he did the
He did
RKO
Rusev's,
vintage.
He did the RKO. He
Rusev,
missed the punt kick.
Guy
We're getting
came out
close
Bray
with
Wyatt.
that.
Sister Abigail was great.
Sister Abigail, yes. I was close. I'd said Schoolboy by Undertaker. He went ahead and did the Tombstone
Oh, that's
Pile
great.
Driver.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
I thought he was going to have some fun. I
Old
thought he was going
schooler.
to really throw it back. But on the flip side, AJ Styles does the same thing. He gives Angel's Wings from Christopher Daniels. He gave the Stinger Splash, or the Scorpion Death Drop from Sting. He did Samoa Joe's Coquina Clutch.
That's great.
So again, just a
he
bunch
does
of
TNA guys. It was all his TNA guys.
Oh yeah,
I love
exactly
it.
right. People made that compilation online. They're like, hey, I need that 1 minute comp of John Cena doing his ode to that guy's moves, and then of course the same thing for Styles to do. Like, hey, I got this. These are my guys.
Just keep paying your homage until you ride the sunset. See, I love it, dude. Just keep doing homages to everybody.
Yes.
The Edge and Randy and all the guys that you faced back in the day. Yeah,
And
it's
that's
great.
apparently
It's
the
great.
report of they may not do it to the same extent, and really give AJ Styles a different T-shirt for every city he goes to, but they are going to give him a farewell tour of a big send off when his time does come to end. He said again he's
Soon,
waiting
right?
until basically until this contract
This year,
expires,
yeah.
which will be up until about next year.
Next year, yeah. All right, so yes, it's some time. It's still
Yeah.
some time of AJ,
Yeah.
but yeah, Cena, yeah, that's the thing.
We
We're
get a
running out
little-
of time.
We get a
We're
little
running out of
bit.
time.
So yeah, Cena taking down Styles, which again definitely worth the time. 27 minutes.
27 minutes.
27 minutes bell to bell.
And still could go. I'm
Oh, yeah.
surprised. Cena's still got it. Still, he still got it. Too. The matches that he
Again, just something
he
like
still
that.
got the
That
fuel.
that was for sure one of those like, oh man, that had to have flown by for them.
Oh,
'cause they were
yeah.
just having so much
100%,
fun.
dude. Those two
And
have
AJ
chemistry
Styles
like no
going
other.
with the throwback gear too.
Yeah,
That
I love
was
it. He had
the
kind of
little
TNA shorts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it too. Yeah.
phenomenal. Yeah,
that
that's
was what I
right.
was missing. The walls of Jericho.
Yes.
He's had a
Again,
sign.
probably another thing that people are going, see the walls of Jericho, he's coming back. He's coming
Coming
back. No AEW guys on the Jericho cruise, he's coming back.
He should fight the Miz. I haven't
No.
seen. No, I think one more time.
No.
The Miz would be great.
No, he wouldn't.
He beat him in the main event of Mania, dude.
I'll take Jacob Mizarowski over the Miz.
Jacob Miz. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
I'm
Jacob
not-
Mizarowski, dude.
Yeah.
Get in the ring, tall guy. Yeah, I think he'd be perfect, dude. Nah, you're right.
Carrying on in this crown jewel, obviously again, John Cena and AJ Styles, which sure has that's written a lot of wrong, made what would be the saying? It's righted a lot of wrongs, right
Righting
there.
a lot of wrongs. Yeah.
So
yeah.
not completely out of the woods for that awful. I'm not gonna sit here and say, okay, that's perfect, that's fine, that just made up for everything. No. It's definitely okay. Now it's that sour taste has gone a little bit away in my mouth from this match. No, yeah. Wait, what?
It's a crown jewel.
Ooh, maybe.
Yeah.
We're working with some. All right, I'm muted. All righty, moving on. We have Io Sky and Rhea Ripley defeating the Kabuki Warriors again. In my mind, I went with the idea that the hometown person isn't going to get the dub, but flipping it over. The people that were covered in that blue mist get their comeuppance and take down the Kabuki Warriors.
It's just a sense of like two bigger names beating. Asuka was a big name. Well, she should break away, I think, from Kairi Sane and have her own solos run because she was great with a solo.
You don't like Asuka just yelling at Kairi Sane?
I mean, it's great, whatever. But I don't know. Yeah. It's awesome. I can't understand what they're saying, but it's great.
Fair.
It's great. It's great though.
I didn't really take you for being fluent in Japanese. Yeah, it's not. Wasn't.
Me and Shota can understand each other.
Honestly, that'd be
great.
a pretty good bit.
That'd be great.
Just out of nowhere.
There was Mandarin at St. Pat's.
Can't swim, but damn, he learned Japanese.
There was Mandarin at Pat's, dude. I could have done it. Mandarin.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's close, but yeah.
A lot of man touching there.
All right,
Mandarin.
It's because jealous that I went to Pat's, I think.
Jealous? Okay, yeah.
No, I'm just joking.
You didn't see a girl till you were 18. Seth Rollins went ahead and faced Cody Rhodes for the Crown Jewel.
I don't know where we're at. I was about to say, all right, Rio, great. That was great. Whatever. All right. Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah, that was fine. That was fun. I'm sure that'll carry on.
Match. Yeah.
Seth Rollins taking down Cody Rhodes. They again, I'm on that same boat. Someone said it online. I'm kind of with it. Whatever strand, whatever batch that Seth Rollins got to come up with that flying headbutt coast to coast, give him some more and give me some of that. Yeah. I'll take some inspiration.
And that crossroads off the top rope, dude, was amazing, dude. Yeah, it probably was a result of Seth's arm getting a little screwed up at the end there.
Yeah, and some people are kind of getting into that, and let's do that. Unfortunately, the result is Seth Rollins getting the win. However, seen later in a fan picture in a sling. Yeah. So some are thinking, hey, this might be an issue. This might be some sort of a problem. Yeah. And for a couple different reasons, and that's kind of why we'll get into the thing that happened to fall out on Raw right after. But yeah, okay. First, let me get to something really quick with that crossroads off the top rope. Shocking, the internet overreacted to it, guys. I don't think that ruins a finisher in the crossroads. Let's not go crazy with this.
Yeah, it does not ruin.
Everyone's like, oh, this finisher means nothing now. Everyone does this. Everyone kicks out. It's just like, that's not even his like finisher. That would be when you're when you're in the video game, you have your signature and your finisher. That's the signature. The signature first. Yeah, the finisher is that little Cody, that little jumping. I don't know. Because the
Cody Cutter.
Yeah, the Cody Cutter. Am I wrong?
I think the Cody Cutter is more of a signature.
Okay.
I mean, because the Crossroads he took down Roman with the 3 in a row. That's the thing.
You're right. You're right. That's the finisher is the Crossroads.
But the thing is, everybody kicks out finishers nowadays. Like, why are they even making it? Like, that's what makes great matches. Yeah. I mean, that's just the fact that you think it's over with the finisher and they're kicking out of it off the top rope. Cody, whatever.
Yeah, the Crossroads.
Crossroads. Yeah, blanked out again. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, exactly. This is a great match.
Again, I know, shocker. The internet overreacted. It colored me shocked. But it's enough. When there's just nothing to react to, the stuff that people make up is absolutely insane. So it's just hilarious. But yeah, the Crown Jewel champion gets to only celebrate for a little bit less than 24 hours because, the vision's getting a little blurry.
I like that. I like when you said that, dude. It was good stuff.
Vision's getting a little blurry, my man. That's why I'm trying to work in the industry, my man. I'll tell you what.
I like the headline, dude.
Vision's getting a little blurry. Exactly right. As Braun Breaker spears the Evan loving bejesus out of Seth Rollins, turns and looks at Bronson Reed and goes, "You with me or you against me?" And then Bronson Reed answers with a tsunami to Seth Rollins.
He didn't give him a choice. He just said, "Are you with me or you're not?" He said, so it was over. And Bronson just took him for a tsunami and absolutely just squished his arm. It probably hurt his arm even more, honestly.
Squished him up like a bug.
Yeah, but
doing
I mean,
my favorite little when he goes like that.
Yeah. I like how we were saying it's a little early too. Like this division's on a roll right now. But then knowing that now Seth is hurt,
and
this explains everything.
That's kind of where I was at. Where I was confused.
Yeah.
Definitely not like an anger, but it was definitely just like that could have went longer.
Exactly.
It could have been more to the vision.
It was great. It was
but if this is the audible call, like, hey, Rollins is going to have to be written off for a bit because he might have to have surgery.
That's a problem.
So, having him come out in a sling for the next month.
Yeah, exactly. That's enough.
I'd rather, I can get that. I'd rather you just turn on him and not end the vision, but, kick him out. And, everyone, exactly that, the next step up. Braun Breaker now becomes the next man up. Bronson Reed's in that same level.
So did you just take the title and just move down? That's the thing. Like, how does
I don't know if they're
going
to I don't know if they'll drop the title. It might not be that long for that. But, again, if that's really a thing, you might have to vacate the title.
If it's surgery, I mean, that might be a 3 to 6 whatever, 6 to 6 months at least.
It could be some time.
It
could be some time depending on what needs to be done. So, of course, I don't know the exact extent of it, whether it was it his elbow or his shoulder?
It was somewhere here. Like, it was his shoulder, arm. It was his elbow. Yeah, it was weird. Something here or something. Yeah.
We know a lot of people with what is it? Your PCL in there.
I think it's PCL.
I only took health class 10 years ago, so it's been a while.
Big bone guy, you know what I mean? Yeah, and I know my
you're
bones.
A big bone guy, aren't
this
you?
guy, you guys are dirty. You know what? You guys are dirty.
You just don't know how to speak. I think you just
bones.
don't know how
I'm
words
not a big
work.
bones guy. You know what I mean? That's what, dude.
Yes, dude.
It's great, dude. It's great.
Never live stream because you will be clipped out the wazoo.
Well, that's why you should live stream. Because I'm
Sure.
getting clipped, right? Yeah, right.
Oh God. Catch us
Pitch
live on the radio.
WRMN.
WRMN baby, 1410.
Yeah.
Voice
But
of
it's
the
a
Valley.
big loss.
But
Big loss
yes,
for Seth.
huge
It
loss
sucks. It
if
sucks.
Rollins is going to be on the shelf for any particular time. What
I like how
do
they did
we
it, though.
see for the vision? Do we see? Again, other inklings are. This is the way to get Brock Lesnar in.
No. God,
However,
no.
again, for all the reasons that we don't want Brock Lesnar already, but on top of that, it's just dumb because, like, why would you go from, hey, get this leader out of here because we want another guy that we want to follow blindly? No,
It's
that would
awful.
be dumb.
That would be awful.
You would then naturally want to become the next leader as Braun.
The thing is, what is
Breaker.
Braun and Bronson getting from Brock? Like, there's not much. Like, they're already Bronson just beat Roman. He's already probably at the height of his build up right now. And Braun Breaker doesn't need anybody. He's already that guy, dude.
Again, we discussed that on Blow the Whistle. It right there on our Off the Rails section. We were like, I said it, like, there's no Brock Lesnar giving the rub to anybody does not need it.
Doesn't help.
It
doesn't help
it
anybody.
does zero
it doesn't
for
help
anybody. So
I like how they did this though. This turn was amazing. And I like adding. You're saying just adding another person. Austin Theory's probably
Austin
one of them.
Theory's on the talks. Of course, it's been
That would be awesome.
Scott. What's that?
Tony D'Angelo.
Tony D'Angelo,
from
thank you,
NXT.
thank you.
The monster, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So they've been kind of sitting with him, maybe thinking he can somehow, some way get involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be
There's
very
many other,
interesting to see.
it would be great. I love how Paul raised their hands at the end too. It was nice. It was pretty cool. The turn was awesome. Was awesome. I didn't expect it. It was
like I
very
said,
unexpected.
Came out of nowhere, and like I said, I wasn't like, again, not mad. It's just like it could have been more.
Yeah.
However, I do agree. Again, Triple H only knows how to create and eliminate factions.
I love it. Dude.
That's the only.
Dude,
the only thing he knows
how many
how to do.
times was DIY in NXT just turning on each other back and forth?
Every time.
Dude, it was just it's great. Dude. He just makes factions together.
We're tag
and
team champions. We hate each other.
That's it.
I'm the
Gone.
world champion.
Gone.
We hate
We
each
hate
other.
each other.
We're tag team champions. We hate each other.
hate each other. It's great. Dude. It's great.
It's
unexpected
all
though.
over the place.
That's the thing. That's why I love it. Yeah.
There you go. Well, we got a couple of unfortunate releases that we have here as well. This was just, again, disheartening and just really puts that, like, hey guys, if you aren't seeing that TKO is a negative to this, can you now see this now? So the reports of Ridge Holland getting cut while injured, not a good look.
It's not a good look at all, actually. Yeah.
The report again,
Awful.
apparently going to pay for his rehab, but essentially that same thing of, all right, you're done, 90-day compete, and well, actually, I don't know if the 90-day compete is on there if the contract expires, but still, you're hurt. We're not paying you. Good luck getting any other work anywhere else.
It sucks. It's awful. And then that 90-day thing too, exactly. Like you said-
I don't believe when
It doesn't work?
when the contract expires, I don't believe there's a
Oh, it's
90-day.
okay.
I think that's only if there's a breach or if they get fired.
Fired. Okay.
So that would be obviously the case for Andrade, which he was fired. So.
I'd say it's. I mean, not really bigger names on this list, but it just sucks that Rich Holland, as you said, he is hurt and they release him. And Wesley, they could have done
was
something.
the name that
sucks.
everyone just went, "What are we doing?
What are we doing, Wesley? Wesley could have been a stud. He can be a stud. He's probably gonna go. He'd be an AEW talent for sure, 100%. He deserves not TNA. I guess Rich Holland maybe will go to TNA once he's done with his injury. He's more of that guy like the Indies, maybe Indies wrestling too. So not really much big names, but it's not a good look when you get rid of a guy that's hurt and a guy that can be a stud in Wesley. That's the thing.
On top of that, letting a contract expire for a gal that announced her retirement. Also, the report was that Smiley Kai was only making $500 a week.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
So you're telling me that I made more money than Smiley Kylie on a WWE contract? Okay, cool.
It's TKO, dude. It's TKO. It's 100% TKO. The thing is, you can't even blame like WWE. Like, I guess they're a part of it. It's TKO. The guys that they signed. It's 100%. Like Triple H wants nothing to do with this. He wants to pay these guys as much as they want. It's just, it's a corporation now. It really is. It got all corporate too.
I bring it up there. They are penny pinching. They are finding ways to get every single dollar out of this company.
We were talking about the Hall of Fame thing last week with Kevin Nash. I mean, I guess
they're slashing
you're
royalties for
now?
Hall of Famers.
What's going on here?
And again, it doesn't happen all at once. But if you're doing that 10, 20, 30, 40 different WWE Hall of Famers and guys that are on Legends contracts, that's going to add up to a couple $1 billion.
And they're just saving. That's all. They're saving penny by penny. That's all they're trying.
And again,
it's awful.
I'm gonna keep saying this until I'm just blue in the face. Like another record year in revenue every single year for this company. Yet they cut house shows because they're not making enough money there. They got to cut talent because I don't know.
For no reason.
they're just not making enough. I don't know. Is catering that expensive? They got lobster rolls back there.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Lobster. Red lobster.
Ridiculous.
Good stuff.
So again, it's just. I got more to pay for. I guess I show speed to show up in Jelly Roll.
Oh God, dude, I'm with you on that too. That's annoying.
It's just exactly that where, and that's kind of where I have it in this quick roll up or fight forever. I got a couple different ones, including I show speed at the PC. Was there any takeaways from there?
Why? I mean, I guess you're big buds with Randy Orton. That's great. He gets to train you. That's probably a life dream of his. But stay out of the. I hate these celebrities. He's not even a celebrity. He's a YouTuber. I mean, I guess he's a
celebrity influencer, whatever you want to throw or label them as.
Just stay out of the ring,
non-wrestling people is what I see it as.
Exactly, non-wrestling people. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, Logan Paul put on great. He has put on good matches that are watchable. That's the thing. That's the difference between Logan Paul. They signed him to the contract. It's not just like these surprise I show speed guys coming out of the Royal Rumble. I was there. It sucked. Like, oh, wow, this guy coming in, it's great. I don't care. And he gets speared the crap out of by Brian Breaker. Thank God. But, yeah, I mean, it's just annoying. It's annoying.
They bring an unfathomable amount of eyeballs because, I Show Speed has, 20 million subscribers, followers on Twitch or whatever. Yeah. And they again, blindly watch. Whenever he's just on, he's just going to get probably 1 million watches, 1 million views just by being on, like not doing anything special.
It's all about being viral, dude. That's all it is now. It's all they care about. It's just about view. Views are important because it keeps the company. But
and then again, to tie that back in with just TKO, I hope this again kind of is that mirror that they're putting up. Like, hey, can you see that we don't care? Can you see that now? We hate wrestling and we hate wrestlers. Can you see that now?
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
And then therefore we hate you wrestling fans because you want to watch this slop.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it's disgusting. I hate it in every single.
But they're gonna continue to do it because we feed into it. It's just how it is. It's just how they don't care. Yeah.
Quickly, still in this quick roll up or fight forever. NXT's back in Chicago again.
That's awesome.
Speaking of house shows. going to actually have an NXT house show. First time in 9 years since NXT has been in Chicago. And they're following AEW's footsteps. They're going to be at the Aragon Ballroom.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, I'll take the quick shot of like, hey, you know, you're not watching AEW? Okay, all right, for sure. Then we don't pay attention. We don't pay attention to the competition.
This guy, dude, come
We
on.
don't pay attention.
It's a great event, dude.
It's a great venue, so that's
yeah,
why I'm
come
not
on,
going to
man.
harp on it. It's going to look great.
It was amazing.
But again, it's just not going to be
You
on
were
TV.
there. Yeah, you were there. You
Yeah.
went, right? Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, it's.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
I love. If you haven't been, definitely go down to the Aragon Ballroom for really anything. I've been there for concerts. I've been there when AEW was there for the wrestling event, for when they were having their 3-week stay. So it'll definitely be worth it. However, again, it's WWE, so get ready because $100 just to get in the building
100%. Yeah.
for
$100.
a non-televised NXT show.
$100.
Yeah. I'm not paying $150 to go see Ricky
Nuts.
Saints. No,
That's
thank you.
That's
Not happening.
Oh, this guy.
Not happening.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Well,
For Joe Hendry to maybe be there, highly doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
terrible. That's
It's-
terrible.
it's-
What are
it's-
these house shows going for now? Like actual, like just a main event, like just straight up main event. Like what are they going for now? $100 now? Like straight
again,
up
main
WWE?
event isn't even like that's not like a house show. That's like a pre-taped thing before
Before the actual-
when they go
okay, so-
live for
okay.
SmackDowns and Raws and stuff.
So they
like
don't
that.
go on like Tuesdays and Wednesdays anymore. They just
yeah,
don't. I
don't know.
guess they don't.
I have
don't
no
know.
idea.
It sucks. This whole money thing, this whole saving penny, making penny by penny is just I don't know. TKO's. It's ruining wrestling.
Yeah.
It's ruining wrestling. That's what it is for fans.
Anything on Bret Hart in him being
What was that
removed? He was removed from a couple of meet and greets. Some were kind of assuming because one Bill Goldberg was also going to be at a
Dude, he
fan
hates him. He
expo.
hates him, dude.
So some were.
Makes sense.
Bret Hart went ahead and also he canceled a couple more than just that one expo that Bill Goldberg was also going to be at. So was there anything with Bret Hart on that?
Nah, he hates Goldberg.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
I think it's as simple as
It makes
that.
sense. He's a horrible wrestler. He's a horrible wrestler. So yeah.
And then finally, I had in here was CM Punk's latest IG story, basically just telling everybody, "Hey, stop being a creep. Stop following people at airports.
Airport.
You
Yeah.
know, we will not. You know, stop being that creepy fan. Anything with that?
Nah,
We've gone over this.
don't be
before.
creepy. Yeah, don't be creepy at all. Just let the guys, let the wrestler. You're talking about wrestlers going into
Yeah.
like yeah. So yeah, just don't be creepy. Let them go. They want to. They have somewhere to be. That's what it is. They have
How
somewhere
do you feel about there were I saw this video, a grand total of 6 people outside of Vince McMahon's hearing asking for autographs. For
6
what it's
people?
worth, Vince stopped and signed the autographs. He didn't take pictures. The guy
Right.
asked for a picture. He says, "Sorry, I can't. I got to get in."
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but he stopped and signed those autographs.
Yeah, it's-
So, anything for Vinnie Mac getting in there?
their heart's somewhere in there.
I think so.
Their heart's
I
he's
think so.
still-
Yeah.
Listen to me.
I think he's Mr. Burns. He's
Mr.
one of
Burns.
those where, like an old steam engine is on top of it, and like it's the clank and
Yeah.
like the pistons are firing off.
WWE will always be in Vinnie Mac's heart. That's the thing. He is awful person outside. We know this already. But he was the one that made me fall in love with wrestling. You fall in love with wrestling. You fall in love. Double D fall in love with wrestling. All the storylines they told made. So and now they're using AI. So maybe Vinnie Mac ain't lazy.
Gonna ask,
I'll tell you that.
would you
Vinnie Mac ain't
rather
lazy.
have Vinnie Mac back, or would
That's
you
the thing.
rather have this AI-generated storytelling that
Dude.
is currently going around? Apparently, Wrestle Observer newsletter reporting that yes, indeed, an AI bot essentially is being promoted, and when all the bugs are out,
It's awful.
they will be writing storylines for WWE.
Talk about the laziness. Just low. That's just a low right there. Laziness and laziness.
Apparently, again, from the report that Wrestling Observer put out, again, it was on the internet, so it could be all hullabaloo and how do you do. They said that the one of them that was already made was a return for Bobby Lashley to come back to WWE, but with a love for Japanese anime and history.
Why is that even a thing? Why is there even why? But what do they type? So they just type in random storylines and it just shoots out that?
They
Or is it just
are
specifically-
plugging in a bunch of WWE content, history, everything that that AI should know about WWE, and then they're asking WWE to then churn out some sort of storyline, and that was one of the results.
Bobby Lashley liking anime? How is that even like a why is like how do you even make a storyline out of that? Wow, I like anime. Let's fight each other. What does that mean? You don't like anime? What are you talking about? Let's take this out in the ring. I mean, what? What? That's laziness.
I just imagine someone cuts a long promo on Bobby Lashley and he just goes, "You lack discipline.
You lack discipline. You lack discipline."
Like, all right. Bobby Lashley dressed up with one of the the hat. Who's the Mortal Kombat character? Yeah. He was just wearing that hat like Raiden. Oh my god.
I'll tell you right now, man. That's the one compliment I can even.
It will look pretty badass, but again, it would be very out of character if you just showed up to WrestleDream with that hat on.
Or some hat. Oh my god.
Oh, Russo.
Man,
Russo
Russo was
has to
awful.
be Russo.
Yeah, Russo was awful.
Russo, truly, if you go back and watch those WCWs or you listen, I've been just for fun when I'm doing like audio and stuff like that, I'll listen to old Brian Alvarez, just rip apart old WCWs and TNAs. Those have been absolutely just a treat for me as of late.
I don't know. It's the one compliment they could give V Mac. At least he was making off the top of the dome.
Yeah,
the
at least when they were crazy,
these guys,
you knew they were crazy because they was coming from a crazy person.
Exactly. Yes. You're not just getting to the point where you're just lazy and they're throwing AI stuff out there. I mean, it's just horrible.
Yeah,
That's awful.
This just seems again just extremely
It's a low,
lazy.
man. It's a low. It's a low. Bobby Lashley like an anime.
Yeah.
You don't like Goku? What did you say to me? Let's take this out in the ring. Let's go.
Oh man.
Yeah, exactly. It's Super Saiyan. Yeah. It's awful.
You don't like One Piece? Sorry,
what?
pal.
You don't like One
I have to
Piece?
spear you now. Oh yeah.
There you go.
If he started doing, they started doing vignettes like the old animes when they like cut to him like he's only sitting there, but it's like 70 different camera angles and like zooming in.
It's like
and
lightning, dude.
Yeah.
Just like lightning, dude, or some crap. Like they're in the sky. What? They're in the sky. Like there's a bird. Wow. Oh my god.
Oh,
be awful.
All right. Yeah. You know what? I might be sold.
I might be sold.
I might be sold. If Bobby Lashley wants to come out WrestleDream with one of those like the fans. Like one of those big fans.
Like the Chinese fans.
Yeah, or like
that
wavy little like silk cloth little jacket he could wear. That'd be nice. That'd just be really fun. No context too. Don't even mention it either.
Just come out with it.
Never mention it. I think that'd be even better.
Just comes out with just that gear on. That's
we're
fights in it.
A million different tangents.
That'd be great.
Let's finish up really quick with WWE's little sister company in TNA. Bound for Glory, quick results, but honestly, just the biggest takeaways for me. Shout out to the TNA Hall of Fame class getting in there. Mickey James and the beautiful people getting in there. Congrats. Honestly, well deserved. Some of the best gimmicks and the best storylines from TNA was the beautiful people farting around, putting the ugly bag on people, turning on them.
How they got in the ring, dude? How you doing,
there
dude?
you go. I even see the picture right now, having Kip James with him. Cute Kip.
Cute Kip.
Having Cute Kip around for a little bit. Again, another guy who's just been, talk about a guy who can just resurge and have a different set of gimmicks and everything. But good to see that. Just the Iconics, also known, in here they're known as the Inspiration, but the Iconics, better known as, defeat the Elegance brand and retain the tag titles. Looks like Steve Macklin defeated Frankie Kazarian as the new TNA International Champion. Tessa Blanchard took on Gia Miller, and Tessa Blanchard won. This was the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. Here's where we saw a guy like BDE
come in. BDE.
No idea who he is.
That's what TNA does, dude. You said it. That's what TNA does, dude. I mean, even the DQ from the West.
Don't worry. We're getting to that. Don't worry.
I mean, it's just that's what TNA does.
I think no other big surprises. I think Spike Dudley was there.
That was awesome.
And I think Hornswoggle.
No, he wasn't.
Or was he, maybe he's the one before that.
Spike Dudley coming out was awesome. He put the
Dudley was
glasses on him.
definitely
That was great. That was awesome.
Spike Dudley coming out.
That match was pretty good. Honestly, Dudley's Hardy's it was actually not bad for 10 minutes. It was what it was worth. Hardy's still going off the top of the ladder, Swanton on Devon. So it was pretty awesome.
Kalani Jordan retains against Indy Hartwell for the women's world title. It was a hardcore war between the System and the Order 4. The System went ahead and won there. A lot of people, again, kind of harp on the tax spot. It kind of wasn't all that great looking. But here we go. Definitely into some controversy here. And what made LOL TNA trend as it definitely should for this one. For the X Division Championship, Leon Slater taking on Javon Evans. It ends in a time limit draw. Then they extend the time, all for that to be ended in a DQ with Dark State coming in.
Typical
Possibly the worst faction in NXT history coming to the aid to end this. What was a great match back and forth and just highly, highly active. One for it to even have only a 20-minute limit draw. 20-minute limit is preposterous.
Yeah.
When you see every major title in any company is about an hour, I would definitely say the X Division Championship, which put TNA on the map, is definitely going to be the title that should have 60 minutes to it.
Should be 100%, yeah.
But doesn't, and ends in the most
dark
wet fart way you could to end this match.
Dark. I mean, it's awful. These two guys are going to be literally the future of wrestling. And, I mean, you just ended off in a DQ. It would have been great. Yeah, it would have been great for a clean finish, honestly. And that time limit, too. That 20-minute time limit's absurd, too. That's awful. That's just awful.
I could somewhat agree. I don't want to overreact as much as he did. But, again, going on with Brian Alvarez and his reactions, hearing that, they're the future. Hell, they might. Why aren't they the
right
now?
They are the now, too.
They
Yeah,
can be
exactly.
the now. It is possible. I know they are young.
You're right, yeah.
But why not? Give them this opportunity. Let them just be the guys now. Who cares? Let's not say, they'll be fine in 5 years when they can. No, they're doing just fine now.
Yeah.
There's no reason to sit there and be like, they're the future, and eventually there's no reason to harp on this for any reason. No, this was a great match that was ruined by awful creative.
Yeah.
Again, just
typical TNA. That's just typical TNA right there.
We've seen this
TNA
time and time again. I can name off a million different times where TNA has, for whatever reason, hey, let's end this pay-per-view match in a DQ. Let's end this pay-per-view match in a really crappy way so we can resolve it on free TV.
Yeah. And nobody watches it. And nobody watches it.
You wonder why your company hasn't made money, since colorized television.
Seriously.
I don't understand.
Yeah, it's awful. Yeah.
So you can sit there and tell me that 7,794 people were in that building. Don't believe that for one instance. Saw more empty seats there than I would at the local armory when they go have a match there. So I don't get it. And I think the most delusional person from all of this has to be Bully Ray.
Yeah.
And sure, shout out to the Hardys and the Dudleys for even going out there. But man, oh man, with this just sad.
It was.
This was sad.
Yeah.
This was a sad sack of a match.
Yeah.
These four should not be out there.
Matt Hardy cannot walk.
Matt Hardy
should retire.
He can't get
walk.
to the ring,
barely.
let alone, hey, let's have Jeff jump off. Let's recreate that spot from WrestleMania 2000. And have him instead of they fixed it. He didn't land right on his ass this time. He landed on the back of his head.
On the bottom of the ladder, dude. That could end his career right there. He could have cost his life.
He's already in so many different injuries.
Yeah. The bumps they took back in the day, and now he is.
This was just so unsafe in all these different reasons. For the fact that yes, they're jumping off and doing all these crazy things at almost 50 plus years old. Devon only jumping headfirst after he's had neck fusion surgery.
That guy's done. They got the Dudleys are over, but do you think that I think Jeff can have one more solos run.
No.
I think Jeff can. Jeff can still move. He's mobile. At least he's kind of mobile compared to Matt. Matt's done. Matt's out of the picture.
He's just a step slower, and I just would rather not see the complete decay of Jeff Hardy.
they're double
This-
belts
this
now.
is
Though. They
enough.
got the
This is
NXT
fine.
and the TNA tag titles. They still got to keep going.
And that's the thing
got
where
wild,
they
dude.
can get by still doing tag stuff because, in a 10-minute match, you can go 5 and he can go 5. If you're having a 10-minute singles match, I don't think Jeff can go all 10.
You don't think?
I mean, maybe I'll give it a small
might
amount.
get
but,
gassed. Yeah, he's gonna get gassed.
Gonna,
Yeah,
you're
he's
gonna
gonna
get
get
blown up after 20, 30 minutes.
30
It's
minutes,
just not gonna. This is not in his wheelhouse anymore. And again, I
It's a shame,
wouldn't want him to because he's you're laying on your back for the last 25 years.
It hurts. It builds up.
You're gonna be in an extraordinary amount of pain. I don't want to add any more to it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So for Bubba Ray to sit there and be like, oh, 5-star classic, everyone was on their feet the entire time, it was nothing but loud. I think you're nothing but delusional because he's also sat there and didn't give Okada and Danielson 5 stars.
5 stars match.
So
5 star. Yeah.
whatever.
Bubba has terrible takes too on that wrestle. What do they do? Wrestle. I don't know. That show that they do.
Busted Open.
Busted Open.
Busted
yeah.
Open Radio.
It's bad with Nick Nemeth and so yeah, I don't know. But
He
had some bad takes.
He's super delusional.
he was just involved in the match. That's why he gave the 5 stars.
And again, for him to sit there and be like, "Oh, this was cinema,"
Stop
when
it.
the ending was
Cinema.
him standing by the table, looking
It was
upset, and then the Hardys dropping the chairs, basically just going like, "We're gonna put you through the table, pal." And he's just like, "Okay," and then he goes through the table in the least hurt way possible.
You could just
It
tap
was
them.
it was awful.
You could just tap them.
It
and
was
just foul
awful.
it. Yeah.
And then, sure, everyone in there is just like, I had to hold back tears. I couldn't believe. Yeah, I probably would have, if I actually truly sat there and watched the whole thing, I probably would be crying because it's just so sad that these four, like, oh, man, this is just, why?
Yeah.
Why? And then on top of it, again, Bubba puts out on his Twitter a flashback, like 1 minute long video of this match, and then throwing it back to their match at Royal Rumble when they had their elimination tables match. And just again, watching watching as Matt Hardy got out 30 years ago, and then watching him walk out at Bound for Glory, it's just like, oh man,
I know.
all four of you, please just hang it up.
Two of them hung it up. The Dudleys for sure. They gave them the boots.
Sure.
They gave their boots to Hardy. That was pretty cool. At the end, they hugged each other. They were crying.
Yeah.
So it was a nice ending. I guess that's why they were crying, because it was the end of there. Once these guys, Edge and
Bubba's also
Christian-
retired like 3 times.
That's a thing too. So yeah,
This is his
But-
third retirement.
I don't know. Yeah. It just
Only
better be the last
Terry
one.
Funk's gonna have more retirements than anybody.
The way
else,
he
really.
walked out, this better be his last match. Like, they were hugging each other on the way out. It was like at the end of the tunnel. They were done. They were done. It was over. So hopefully they're done, and now the Hardys get these 2 titles off of them, and then they're done, and then and then Edge and Christian are still going hot in the AEW. So
And aren't they? Oh God, aren't they defending the tag titles against
think
Dark
so.
State coming up?
I think so. NXT, yeah.
Oh my God,
Dark State, I don't know.
it's just
I don't know how I feel about Dark State. I don't know.
they have go home heat. for
Yeah.
me. It's just I don't want to see you on my television.
4
ever.
random dudes. Yeah.
Finally, Mike Santana wins the TNA World Championship, gives it back into TNA. The embrace between him and his son, but of course TNA rises above and shows you basically a half-empty arena to end Bound for Glory as
They went around
Mike
there.
Santana is raising the championship up high.
Not a good look.
Yeah. And again, maybe they were occupied, but not long enough to like, hey, we gotta hit the traffic.
We're done. We're getting the light.
They were in some LaSalle, Massachusetts. I
Their
have no
parking lot
idea.
was probably 5 spots.
Maybe.
It was probably not. There was nothing there. It just probably took them a year to get out of it. It's off.
Exactly.
There
That
you
could
go.
be the case. Yeah.
It was cool.
So-
At least he brought back into TNA the tricks off that with the
Sure.
TNA title. I guess Mike Santana. Mike Santana has been amazing on his single run.
Oh
Honestly,
yeah,
he's been
without a
absolutely
doubt.
amazing.
If anyone has looked the best from this, it's going to be Mike Santana.
100%. Yeah.
Clearly, not one of the. Oh my God, TK Tony fumbled. No, I mean Mike
he didn't.
Santana didn't really want to be there. Kind of that whole thing with Ortiz too.
Plus, he got hurt for like a
he
year.
was hurt
He
for
was
a little
there
bit,
at Blood and
so,
Guts, dude.
yeah.
He was at the. I remember that.
Yeah, that
like,
was
it was bad. That was a bad
that was a
injury.
bad
Yeah, he was
injury.
just sitting in the corner the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, that was brutal. But again, just also some are just like, oh my God, TNA got him, and then don't worry, WWE's going to turn him into a star. Pump the brakes. Mike Santana has said before he doesn't really want a WWE schedule, so he's very much a family guy. He's not Peter Griffin, but he's very much a family guy, and likes being with his wife and his children and seeing them more than 10 times out of the year.
That's
so.
why he's under the TNA side. Yeah, that's why.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. He's just staying at TNA side. Yeah.
I think so too. So again, in my mind, I'd rather be the big fish in a small pond.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, actually,
Why not?
Exactly. He's that big fish in TNA right now. Small pond.
Well, there you go. That was Bound for Glory. You know what? There's no real reason to take a break. Let's just go. Let's do best of the week and get on out of here.
Yeah,
How's that sound?
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm done.
All right, you got one for you, or you want me to go first?
You go first.
All right, cool. Let's see.
The belt, dude. Take the belt.
Yeah. I'll try. Yeah. Don't tell me how to do my own.
Yeah,
I'm doing my own bit here. I got my own segment. I run the ship here. To the couple I never knew. To the couple I never knew I needed to see before now, and it's all thanks to AI, this new Sora. I did not know I needed Mr. Rogers and Macho Man Randy Savage as the ultimate duo.
Oh my God, this is great, dude. I love it,
guys. I don't know. I'm sure I can think of all the accounts and all the different videos that you're seeing left and right about all of the explosion that is AI, and I got a whole bit on that for Saturday's thing too. But this has been absolutely hilarious watching Mr. Rogers cut promos as if he's entering the NWO, the Neighbor World
Jason
Order.
Voorhees is there too. It's all over my Instagram. It's great, dude. Mr. Rogers.
I mean, some of them got a little offensive and a little much, but you got ones like George Washington versus Abraham Lincoln.
Albert Einstein.
Stephen Hawking cutting promos on Steve Jobs.
Helen Keller.
Helen Keller versus Anne Frank. I've seen in those. Almost basically turning what old epic rap battles of history into AIs.
It's
and then throw them in the ring. So, whoever thought again that the perfect pairing of Mr. Rogers and Randy Savage, didn't think I needed it, but man, oh man, it's the only thing I want right now.
Polar opposites.
You're gonna get my best of the week, my man. So again, our AI overlords, I guess, are slowly overtaking us. What I thought was gonna take my job is just kind of just entertaining me right now. It's fun. What would be his finisher?
Mr.
Oh man,
a land of make believe.
Exactly,
dude.
like it'd probably the landing of make believe, and just like power bombs you.
Power bombs you. It'd be great. It'd put you to sleep.
Yeah, there we go.
That would be awesome, dude. Yeah.
I like that. Stuff.
Go to sleep.
Chokes you out with a sweater.
Won't you be my neck breaker? I like that, dude. Yes. That's a good one.
What do you got for best of the week there,
I think
Frankie?
my best of the week is gonna go to the Javon Evans, man. Javon Evans, it's a shame. It's a shame that it got resulted in a DQ the way it ended. But
the first 20 minutes gets your best of the week.
Oh my God, first 20 minutes was just amazing. Those two could go at it all day. And like you said, they are the people say they're a future. They're the present and the future. They're both right now. And Leon's got the title, the X Division title. Javon had an open challenge match for the U.S. title just not too long ago against Sammy. So these guys are getting pushed slowly. It's a shame that Darkstay had to ruin it. That's typical TNA. But yeah, first 20 matches, first 20 minutes of that match is 100% my best of the week. Right?
Love it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, best of the week there, Andrew. Anybody?
Yeah, I'll just say I'll go with Cena for the match he put on, obviously, and I mean, of course, AJ as well. I mean, that was just phenomenal just to see the two be able to pay homage. The fact that, again, like we said, Cena getting a chance to pay homage to AJ Styles. I love the fact that they mentioned the Bullet Club. That just warms my heart so much. And obviously you saw how much it meant for AJ as well, too. Like, he was, like, shocked by that. So I give my best of the week to those guys for putting on a phenomenal match. And
there we go.
Him right there.
Nothing short of what AJ Styles does. Yeah. He is phenomenal.
And worst of the week goes to that, like you said, the end of TNA. Yeah, that was just god-awful garbage.
Absolutely right. Well, thank you, Frankie, for hopping in.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Hopping on in here for the co-host and spot. Thank you, Andrew, for hopping in, helping us out in the ones and twos over there. Definitely stick around because we got X-Bomb Sports with the same old crew right here. And then, of course, we'll go ahead and go blow the whistle a little bit later.
A lot to talk about.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have so much to talk about next week as well.
It's a weird football year, man.
Yep. Next week, of course, we'll be talking we'll be recapping WrestleDream. Maybe we'll find out what Andrade can actually do.
His lawyer could do.
Yeah, maybe is Beast Mortos his lawyer? Who knows? We'll see.
Stop it. You think Beast Mortos is his lawyer?
Could be.
He comes out in the courtroom with the mask on.
With
he
his
can't show his face
on.
though. Yeah, his sunglasses on. Okay,
sunglasses and mask. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, folks. We'll be recapping anything that was wrestling and everything else that was wrestling all next week. Take care. We'll love yous. Bad Karma Wrestling. We out.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling
Give me a hell yeah!
with No Gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel!
and David